Hey guys, what is going on? This is Willow back with another underrated, overrated. You've seen this concept before, you understand how it goes. Today we're going to be looking back at a few performances from the York Ebor Festival. I've got Kinross, I've got Highfield Princess and Quickthorn. Let's get stuck right into it. So the first performance we're going to be taking a look at is Kinross, and I'll just have this down as a properly rated performance. I always held him in a fairly high regard. I had him on this horse that was sort of bordering on Group 1 class, so in a field of this nature, I sort of fancied him to win. He also was fairly unlucky at Goodwood as well, so in this sort of level he always stands a really good chance. You could definitely argue that a few horses have underperformed. You have the likes of Rohan and Sacred, and even Jumbie didn't run to form, but I would say that he was just a class apart from the field on this day. I'd be very sceptical about backing him next time out, because I believe the plan is going to be the Haydock Sprint Cup. This horse is 0 from 3 over 6 furlongs. All his best performances have come over 7. He was finishing really well late on as well on the weekend. I just feel like the 7 furlong trip is what suits him, so I'd be looking to potentially back him for the 4-8, but that would be the way I'd play Kinross. The next performance we're going to be taking a look at is Highfield Princess, and this was an underrated performance. I can't believe more hasn't been made of this, or if it has, it's definitely gone over my head. Going into the race, I had this niggling doubt that she wouldn't be best suited to 5 furlongs. Obviously, this was the second time she'd come down to that trip. The first time when she was beaten, oh god, I can't even remember the name of the horse, but it was in a class 2 at Wolverhampton, and she was beaten. But since that point, she's turned a real corner. She obviously bolted up in the City of York Stakes. I believe it was the City of York Stakes. She ran really well in the Platinum Jubilee, and then she's followed that up with 2 Group 1 wins. I think the most impressive thing for me was the way she dealt with the Platinum Queen. She was giving him almost 2 stone. She breezed past her like she was absolutely no one. Now, I believe there were talks of her going to the Breeders' Cup, and there's also talks about her going to the Flying Five or the Abbey, so I'd be very, very cautious of backing her anti-post because it seems like all options are open. The last performance we're going to be taking a look at is Quickthorn, and I have to rate this as an overrated performance. I think anyone looking at this has to take a negative stance. Don't get me wrong, it's not the horse's fault, but these 2 main rivals in the race have just been pulled out on the day. That was a Group 2 only in name. That could have definitely classed as a Group 3 or even a listed contest. He got a freebie on the front end and just wasn't for stopping against some fairly moderate opposition. Best of luck to Connections wherever they go, but I saw quotes for about 7-1 for the long distance cup, and I cannot be having that. It'd have to be a lay on the day, maybe even a place lay. Maybe I'll get my fingers burnt there, but anyway guys, it was really good to be back here doing another underrated, overrated. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. Maybe you are one of the Times boys that looked into Quickthorn and said he would have beaten them out of sight. But yeah, let us know what you think, and I'll see you very soon for another video.